First of all, good day to everybody. Siku Njema, Narak Said, bonjour, bon dia, Sani Bonani, and welcome. Those are probably the major languages across the African continent, and it's great to again have you join us. Unfortunately, it is again an online network meeting. We're hoping this will be the last, and next year we'll get back to normality. Probably in hindsight, now that things have eased off, we probably could have done it, but at the time of planning, it was a bit of a risk because you suddenly have an upsurge in cases, or something else happens. Suddenly because there's obviously a lot of logistics in us all traveling, or you traveling from all over Africa into Pretoria. So there was always a risk. Unfortunately, we have to do it again virtually, but hopefully this will be the last. This is our 9th annual meeting. So 2023 is a big year for us all. It'll be our 10th year anniversary. It also ties in quite nicely with the 15-year anniversary of our Mozambique office, which was our first foray outside of the sort of the South African Customs Union countries. So it was quite a big deal for us at the time, and it'll be, so hopefully 2023 is going to be a great year. All of you will know that the year we're in and the last few years have not been great for us as a world, as a planet. I'm not going to regurgitate all the stuff that's going on all over the world, but it's not great. But of course, we must remain positive. There's a lot of good things going on, on the continent. There's great opportunities for innovation, etc. And we've just got to harness that. And it's up to us as lawyers, as registry officials, to really be able to make the difference on the continent and take us to the next level. Before I go any further, I just wanted to obviously welcome you all, but then a special word of welcome to our guest speaker, Dr. Riza Mia, the Commissioner of Companies and IP Commissioner of South Africa, more commonly known by its acronym CIPC, Advocate Rory Voller, the Chief Registrar of the Nigerian Trademark Patent and Design Registry, Mr. Shafiu Yori, and the IP Executive at ARIPA, Mr. John Kabare. Big welcome to you. Now, of course, I'll do a more detailed introduction when each of you get a chance to speak, but great that you joined us. And of course, any other registry officials, we greatly appreciate you having joined us today. As I say, it's a collaborative effort. It's not just us on our own. We're no man or woman is an island. We need to all work together to make a success of things. Just if I can just make a few announcements before we go any further in terms of housekeeping. Unfortunately, South Africa, like many African countries, does have load shedding. We're expecting load shedding to happen between 10 and 12 our time. It shouldn't make a difference. We have got a very good generator, and it normally just seamlessly clicks over, so it should not be an issue, but just be aware of that. We might be in the middle of a presentation at the time, to just be aware of that. As I mentioned earlier, if you can keep your mics and cameras off, we can ask questions at the end of each session. So if you please raise your hand, and we can get to your question. And then immediately once you've done that, if you can switch off camera and the mic. We'll also check the chat for any questions. If we don't get to them now, we can always raise them or answer them at a later stage. You'll note from the agenda that we have a fairly full program. There is a gap, 15-minute gap for you to have a quick look at any emails or any issues you want to deal with quickly. But we're hoping to wrap up sort of around 1:30 South Africa time. So it's a fairly short session, and I think you'll find not only our guest speaker inspiring, but you'll find the sessions of value to you all, including myself. There's some stuff here that I don't know too much about, so I'm interested to hear how our panels deal with these issues. And of course, also there's okay. Sorry, if you could please turn.
Simon, you're on mute.
You're on mute, bro.
Oh, sorry. I don't know that happened. Someone muted me. Please don't mute me. Sorry, I was just going. I don't know what you missed, but I was just saying that we've got the country update from 3 registries that are very important in the African context, being South Africa, Nigeria, and of course Repo. So it would be great to hear from the 3 gentlemen involved. And as I say, very, very interesting sessions.